Every day we look around. We see the sky, and we see the trees, and we see the way that our hair blows in the wind. We see the way that we interact with the world, but we never really think about the way that the world interacts with us. How it shapes us and how everything we do in our daily suburban lives is dependent off of the simple matter of geography. Whenever we get into this mindset, it's very easy to neglect our environmental impact. Because what if we just cut down this one tree? Or what if we just litter this one time? Would it really matter? As we act as individuals, we often forget how many other people have said the same exact thing to themselves, even today. It is our job to stand up for the things that have no voice, because even though the wind howls loudly, it is not enough to wake up a sleeping nation. If we were on the world stage, then why do we cut down our set? And why do we burn out the lights that allow us to thrive and see? If people look up to America to be the light in the world, then why do we propel ourselves deeper into the darkness of the soot and smog we put in our environment? As our earth warms and we create more and more distance between ourselves and the earth, how do we expect other people to accomplish what we cannot? Why do we talk about the greater good of a nation that doesn't try hard enough to help itself? Isn't the greater good of the world more important than the greater good of America? What we do in our lifetime will forever impact the nearly infinite amount of lifetimes that are tangible to our very finite minds. Because it is our job to educate ourselves and rediscover our roots before it's too late. If 18 million acres of trees fall down in the forest each year, and nobody is there to hear them, do they still make a sound? Do they still house creatures? Do they still flower and bloom? Do they still transpirate and respirate, or do they fill us with gloom? Whether it's for the people by day, or the animals by night, as we slash burn it down, will it still be standing tonight? into the ashes of yesterday's cut, laugh and play, and frolic amok. Is it the corporations or the native toe? And what about the undergrow? And what about the undertow which we are pulling our world towards? The songs of the fallen birds or the habitats never heard, glazed over by sparks and earth, dusted with our ignorance and words. While we sit and laugh about it, how our planet's in trouble and some doubt it. While the cattle of the Amazon graze and sit stout on it, who is really there to blame for all that we have done about it? And if the corporate world takes its toll, and takes advantage of everything high and low, and if the wealth of a nation is considerably low, where do all the trees go? As the flames run high and the soil dries out, will we educate the less fortunate, or will we simply go without? If we keep cutting down trees, if we keep removing leaves, if we neglect our responsibilities, the 15% of carbon emissions from these will continue to plague our society. But what if we warn all the people and shout it from every steeple? What if we make it loud? What if we make our parents proud? Will the earth continue to progress through the storm? And if a tree is cut down in the forest and nobody is there to stop it, does it still matter anymore if we never talk about it? Each year, forests as large as Panama are lost. Since our lives are seemingly bound to this world and furthermore the city, it's hard to imagine something like this. In 100 years, there could be no more rainforests if we continue deforestation at this alarming rate. Agriculture is the main cause of deforestation and occurs widely in part because of the world's meat demand. Deforestation is speeding up global warming and contributes to about 15% of our total carbon emissions. And even though tree replantation holds a promising future, you can't replant a whole dynamic ecosystem. Up to 28,000 species may go extinct due to deforestation in the next 25 years. And if we continue to cut down our forests, Homo sapiens could be one of them. As a developed country, we hold a certain responsibility to uphold the environmental standard for the rest of the world. We need to start increasing our contributions so that others will follow our example. It all starts with us. And if we don't start biological preservation now, it will end with us too.